you wonder how many more people could have been hurt here on the ground. So that's certainly something that will be making headlines here tonight and into the weekend. Here at home, people talking about what happened last night and a bus crash in Polk County. And the latest information we're getting is that nearly a dozen people were taken to the hospital because of that bus crash that happened. The Rome City Schools bus flipped over in Polk County, which is about 50 miles northeast of Atlanta, if you're not familiar with the area. The Rome High School football team was on board this bus. They were coming back home from a preseason scrimmage. 9 kids we know and 2 adults were taken to the hospital for some minor injuries, and our Rebecca Schramm was out there today talking with investigators and getting the latest information. Here's what she found out.
The State Patrol tells us they believe the driver of the car that caused the bus to overturn had been drinking. The football players who were injured go to Rome High School. Everybody here is talking about how amazing it is that nobody was seriously injured. We spoke with a man who lives near the site of the crash, and when he heard a loud boom, he went outside to see what it was. Joshua Sutherland says when he came out of his home on Highway 101 between Rockmart and Rome in Polk County, a school bus was on its side and people were panicked.
Crying, confused, wonder what happened, and it was just total chaos. Some of them just laid on the ground until EMTs and everybody else arrived.
He quickly learned they were football players from Rome High School who had just played Rockmart High in a preseason scrimmage. The bus driver was still trapped inside.
I was able to get into the front window of the front of the bus, get the bus driver out, undo the seatbelt, get him out. But he was dazed and worried about the kid, and I told him they'd be fine. We just need to get you out quickly as possible.
Soon, first responders from both Floyd and Polk counties were on the scene.
But everybody worked together seamlessly. It's what we train for. It's how they operate. And just to remind you that Polk County is a primarily volunteer fire department. So these people that respond have other jobs and serve the community.
According to Atrium Health Floyd Medical Center, 11 people, 2 of them adults, were taken to the hospital's ER for minor injuries. According to the Georgia State Patrol, the accident happened when the driver of an oncoming Nissan Versa crossed the center lane, striking the corner of the bus and ultimately causing it to flip on its side, breaking a utility pole in the process. By mid-morning, investigators announced the driver had been arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol. The investigation continues. In Rome, in Floyd County, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
Another big story today that we've been following, a state lawmaker who is now out of jail after troopers say he drove right into a bike lane and crashed then into a cyclist. State Representative Devin Seabow is now accused of driving under the influence, and so we've been looking into this today, and our Patrick Quinn try to get reaction from him. And here's a little bit of what Patrick found out today.
I'm Patrick Quinn in Southeast Atlanta, and tonight, state lawmaker Devin Seabow, he's actually bonded out of jail. He's been charged with DUI after state troopers say that Seabow crashed into a cyclist right here in this bike lane in Southeast Atlanta along Memorial Drive. Now, a witness of the arrest shared with us these pictures. That's Seabow standing there on the right with the widest colored shirt. Here's a picture of the bike the cyclist was riding at the time. Seabow was booked into the Atlanta City Detention Center charged with DUI, driving under the influence, and failure to obey traffic control devices. That's likely referencing the orange traffic panels and the curb separators. Now, we went by Congressman Seabaw's house today. I saw him inside, but a family member answered the door, declined to comment. Seabow did provide this statement online, writing, quote, "Today I'm thankful that no one was seriously hurt in last night's traffic incident. I appreciate the professionalism of the law enforcement officers on the scene, and we will let the legal process continue to play out. I look forward to the facts coming out and providing clarity to all concerned." Georgia State Patrol says they're still investigating this crash.
That report from our Patrick Quinn. Now, that's one of many stories we'll be updating here tonight. Hope you join myself and Sean Gables tonight at 11 o'clock for the latest news and the latest headlines that we're following this evening. And here in the newsroom, some of those stories that we're working on right now, we will continue to update here in the evening. If you're looking at the bottom of your screen, though, at the ticker, you may be seeing some of those temperatures that we're expecting to see this weekend. Some hitting around 92, 95, maybe higher. I want to bring in meteorologist Fred Campagna, who's tracking what you can see tonight. He'll also be there with us tonight at 11 o'clock updating what's happening. So Fred's certainly heating up.
It is indeed. It has been. So far this month of August, Blair, we went from close to 90 early in the month to now mid-90s for several consecutive days. So it has been, it's been hot for sure. And it's going to continue to be this weekend. All right, let's just get things all squared away over here. I'll show you some weather maps in a quick second. As soon as I can get to those right video sources. I want to show you how nice that sky looks out there early this evening now. Let's see. Here it comes. Get ready. Check that out. Beautiful blue sky outside right now. So that is a great way to go into the weekend. It is hot out there, though, and it's going to stay hot all weekend long. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s in Atlanta both Saturday and Sunday. So brace yourself for that. All right, we are set up. We're ready to go. It's been a week. It's Friday, though, and we're moving into the weekend. Hopefully with it, some time off, some time to relax, and some time to enjoy with family and friends. We'll start with a look at what's coming our way a little higher up than those clouds. Way up there in the sky, we've got Comet Temple Tuttle, which is passing by the Earth, and as a result, you may see the Perseid meteors peaking Sunday night, Monday night time frame. You need to get away from those city lights to be able to really get a good look at that. If skies are clear, you want to do it late in the evening or even later than that, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Give your eyes a chance to adjust. Look to the northeast, and maybe you'll see one of the meteors streaking across the sky. 60 to 90 per hour is what they're forecasting, and sometimes those forecasts are good, sometimes they're not so great. Out there right now, a couple of stray showers showing up east of Atlanta. You can see between Covington and Eatonton right now, a couple of quick moving downpours moving from north to south. The rest of us, though, are seeing that blue sky. Temperatures still in the 80s to near 90. Look at that thunderstorm popping up there in the southern part of Walton County, and that is heading for Jasper and for Putnam County. There goes post-tropical Debbie off to the northeast, wreaking havoc in New York and New England late this afternoon into tonight. It'll be out of the picture. So where's the next one coming from? Oh, that changed to a red shading, which tells me that next 7 days of 60%, that's at least a 70% now with that system. While I'm talking here and we're looking at that graphic, I can let you know on one of the other computers what we're talking about in terms of 7-day outlook. Let's see. 70% is what they're projecting from that tropical wave on the right-hand side of your screen. So that's one to watch. Looks like it'll be in the Caribbean sometime early to middle part of next week. Be called Tropical Storm Ernesto if it forms. 70s to start tomorrow, up through the 80s into the 90s during the afternoon. Lower humidity is in the forecast for this weekend. Tomorrow it's especially north and west of Atlanta. It'll still be pretty humid south and east of Atlanta. On Sunday, it's across the board that we'll have lower humidity to enjoy. So we're definitely going to look forward to, temperatures in the 90s that feel like the 90s instead of feeling like the triple digits. So Sunday afternoon, 94 degrees. If that humidity gets low enough, it might even feel 93 or 92. It might be one of those days where it feels slightly cooler or less hot than the actual air temperature. Dry skies rolling on for days and days and days. Spotty showers and storms can't be ruled out on Wednesday, and then scattered storms are in the forecast for Thursday. So going forward here, we do get into an unsettled weather pattern. So all I can say is enjoy the gorgeous weather that we have this weekend, because chances are next weekend will be more unsettled as we get back into somewhat of a thunderstormy pattern late this week and into the early part of next week. We'll see you again later this evening on Atlanta News First, and if not, have a great weekend. I'll catch up with you on Monday.